All right, so it's October, so you know what that means. The PMI came out for the US, and it looks like we bounced up to the north side, which is a good thing. But as we look closer into the details of this report, things look a little bit different or a little bit iffy. So let's take a look here at some of the, now this comes from respondents from the survey. They take some quotes from the survey and I'll put it in here to kind of give you a feel for what's going on. Let's see what some of them had to say. So on the first bullet point, it says customer demand continues to swell as we prepare for the fourth quarter, and overall growth has been extremely good for the year. Supply chain concerns are growing beyond electronics and chips into most other commodities. So as I mentioned in different videos about semiconductors being one of the main issues as far as supply chains are concerned, it looks like it's now spreading into other commodities. Lead times are extending, shipping lanes are slowing, and we will not see an end to this in 2021. So it looks like the price pressures from the supply chain issues will likely increase going into 2022. And this is lower on the value chain. Again, this is the manufacturing sector. Those prices will be passed on to the wholesale sector. So there'll be a value add of price there. And then that will be passed down to the retail sector. And then there will be a value add. So prices will continue to increase into 2022. Let's continue here with the second bullet point that I've highlighted. We are still amazed by the labor market. We used to have 100 applicants for an opening. We are now seeing about 10. And often the applicant does not show for the interview. So that's a huge one. So they used to have a lot of applications. Now they got 10, and sometimes they don't even show up. So what exactly is going on there? Well, I actually made a tweet about the labor market, and I thought it was pretty interesting. You guys might have heard of quit rates. But check this out. Whenever you see, and again, follow me on Twitter if you don't, it's Investing with TJ. Whenever you see quit rates increase, just know that price discovery is occurring for labor. We should start to see firms paying more for their employees' labor in the coming years. Because here's the thing, guys, as you start to see this jump up and employers are not paying for what employees are looking for, they're going to have to raise their bid on these employees' labor in order to keep them. So these guys are pretty much exercising price discovery. And take a look here. This is as far back as the graph goes. We haven't seen quit rates this high as far as this date range is concerned. So quit rates are jumping up there. So we should expect to see some wages increase when the dust begins to settle. Now, going back to my view on what we're seeing and what we could expect in the future by just taking a look at some of these things, prices will likely increase. And as we start to see quit rates, potentially start to normalize over time, we should also expect this additional input price of employee wages sift down into the price of a final product. Because once we start to see the gap of unemployment shift down to where it should be, which is the non-cyclical rate of unemployment going from 5.2 to 4.2, we should see prices increase. And that is in addition to prices increasing because of supply chain issues. So all I'm trying to say here is that prices will continue to be an issue for the U.S. And again, we're still in expansionary territory here in the manufacturing sector. That will sift its way down through to the wholesale and retail sectors. And we'll see that pick up in CPI. So guys, let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below regarding the PMI and prices.